All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless me here talking real music in real time for a couple of real people out there just like you, just like me. All right, before I get going here, this is an album you probably haven't heard. This is Pebble Man. This is a band from Cape Town, South Africa. Blues rock with some dark tendencies, some progressive tendencies. Really good stuff, though. I'm not into the too dark stuff, and this isn't too dark. Great instrumentation, great production value on this. If you want to rock out and you like the blues, check out Pebble Man, and the album's called Superfied, courtesy of Grooveyard Records, a really, really cool record label that features a lot of rock and blues artists. Speaking of the blues, legendary performer, guitar player, all around great guy. Sorry to use the word guy. Buddy Guy has announced his farewell tour. He's a blues legend, and this, I think, will truly be his farewell tour. You know, a lot of these rock artists, they announce a farewell tour, and it's probably their first farewell tour. And then in a couple of years, when they start running low on money, they'll announce another farewell tour and so forth. And I don't know, they should probably, invest better, of course, with the stock market crashing and so forth. You might want to put your money in something else, But anyway, so Buddy Guy, not too long ago, released the album The Blues Don't Lie. And it's a great album. Go listen to that. Buddy Guy has announced a farewell tour. It will begin in February with dates in North America and Australia, and possibly more to come. The blues guitar legend turned 86 years old back on July 30th. Tickets for the Damn Right Farewell Tour go on sale to the general public on October 21st, 10 a.m. local time. His album, The Blues is Alive and Well, earned the Grammy Award for Best Traditional Blues Album. And of course, he released The Blues Don't Lie in 2022. This is a guy who's accomplished a lot in his career. He's the recipient of the 2015 Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Guy's career spans over 50 years with just as many albums released. Career highlights include 8 Grammy Awards, 37 Blues Music Awards, Kennedy Center Honors, the NARM Chairman's Award for Sustained Creative Achievement, Billboard's Music Award for Artist of the Century for Distinguished Artist Development, Presidential National Medal of Arts, and induction into the hallowed Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, well, at least they got that one right. Buddy Guy deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Without music like Buddy Guy's music, there would be no rock and roll, and there shouldn't be a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's why it's embarrassing when the Hall of Fame puts in artists that aren't rock and roll, and then they say things like, oh, but it's got the spirit of, no, it's not rock and roll. Whereas Buddy Guy basically invented the genre through his music. If you listen to the blues, you're going to hear rock and roll, right? For the most part. Sometimes you're going to hear less rock and roll and more blues, but it's all linked together. You can't have rock and roll without the blues. You just, and when the blues goes away, rock and roll doesn't have the same soul. It doesn't have the same feeling. So anyway, Buddy Guy, an absolute legend. And by the way, Buddy Guy was part of that blues rock revival that happened during the late 80s into the early 90s. Again, the industry just shut everything down. You can't have these classic artists like Johnny Winter and Gary Moore and Robert Cray and Buddy Guy and John Lee Hooker, just to name a few, right? And later on, you had Kenny Wayne Shepherd emerge as a blues rock guy who was on the radio. I think he was like the last one, and all those other guys, all of those legends, all of their stuff was basically just shut down after that. They had some great albums in that time period, and some great production where the music was a bit more accessible. The production value was much higher, and it sounded great on the radio with like Guns N' Roses and the Black Crowes and certain bands of that era, which again, I think there was a lot more diversity on the radio than there is now. Just saying. And I like musical diversity. It's a good thing. So anyway, a rock and roll legend, a blues legend, all rolled into one lovable Buddy Guy. And he's going to be out there, 86 years old, looking and sounding and playing great. One more time with Pebble Man, Superfied. You probably want to get the Buddy Guy album before you get this. I don't have the Buddy Guy album. I am planning on ordering a copy of it. Of course, you could stream it. You can listen to it online via the usual places. And I think, though, you should support the artist when you can. Buddy Guy is one of those people who should be on the radio. He's not, and I get it. It's more blues specific, but it should still be on the radio. I mean, come on, man. So that's the video. Folks, just want to let everybody know, please keep subscribing to the channel. I'm seeing some things that I don't like about, how many people were subscribing and how many people are subscribing. That tends to ebb and flow, like somebody turns on the water and then turns it down a little bit and then turns it off. I've noticed a big decrease since the day where I thought I was demonetized. So please subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribing. Keep watching the videos. I'm also over on Odyssey. If you want to watch me on Odyssey, there's a way to do a membership on Odyssey to support the channel. It's a pretty cool way to do things because it bypasses like Patreon. I'm not telling you not to be on Patreon. Please also stay on Patreon. If you've already done the monthly over on Patreon, you could stay there. But again, if you don't like Patreon, I know there are people who aren't fans of it, you can check out Odyssey, and there's a way to donate directly to me via a membership over there. So I just want to let people know about that. As time goes on, who knows? At least I have a fallout shelter to go to if, social media, which unfortunately there are channels that just get shut down, and I'm not sure why this channel would get shut down other than the fact that I'm a bit outspoken on political issues. And apparently that makes me a problem to some people. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon.